Hello guys. Okay, so we have Serena here, and this will be our 6th layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th layer. And we will be doing, actually, well, okay. I was gonna do, we didn't do the fat creases. So, let me get that. Actually, hold on just a second. Okay, so now I made up my purple for my fat creases, and I do it the exact same way. I just mix the Soft Touch, oops, there it is, Soft Touch varnish by Deco Art, and then I mixed that, let me put that back, with Rouge by Master Touch. There we go. So it's purpley pink kind of color. Looks like that when I'm done. Oh, you know what? I mixed it. I didn't add more water to it. Alright. A little more. Okay. So now it passes the test, and so that it goes clear. And we're not gonna need the sponge. I was gonna do the red layer, but I decided to do the fat creases first. It doesn't really matter very much how you do the first, or this group in here of the colors, because it's just overlapping one on top of another. So, oops, let me turn down the music just a little bit. Okay. So anyway, it doesn't matter from between primary and the yellow shadow. You can do it in any order. I would do fat creases at the very least here, but you can do it further down too. I just wouldn't do it before the first 4 colors. So anyway, so now we're going to, I need to clean that brush. It's got a lot of red on it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, let me get my favorite brushes here for this stuff. Okay. So what I'm using for this step is the short liner, the 10-0 short liner, the pointed oval brush. I have this other brush that's 2/0 round, and I have the filbert 4. And in the bigger creases, I might use this one, which is a filbert level 1, or filbert, it's level 1 filbert 8. So now what we're going to do with this is all of the really deep creases where they're just like fat rolls, like under the chin right here, that's what we're going to do. So for her, she's so tiny, I may not need to go to this one, but I do this for the bigger fat creases. So, which I'm not sure she's going to have. She's so tiny. I also take and put it down underneath the eyes because babies have a little bit of that, you know, kind of purple color under their eyes. Oops. The round one for this. And then make sure you kind of that, and then where it flares out, I just try and like that. You just want to blend that where it comes out there. See, it doesn't take that much. Actually, I might put a little more on there. Just because she's a preemie. So I think I want a little more on there. There we go. And we'll do that little fat spot right underneath her chin. And then I do the fatty spots on the neck, because those are fat rolls too. And because she's preemie, she's probably not going to have a lot of fat rolls. Well, I hope you guys are all having a good day today. I'm getting ready to go out and run a couple errands. My dogs are almost out of food, so I gotta go get them some food. I'm gonna go trade in a phone for a new one, my dad's phone, for him. He wants the new, I guess Verizon is having a thing right now where you get I don't know if it's just for the thing that we got, or if it's for subscribers, or I don't know. But they give, if you bring in a Samsung, they give you S23 free. And so we're gonna, I just did my phone, so now I'm gonna take his phone in and do that for him. And he also said that they have a new, I'm gonna do under the chin one more time. That they have a special going on right now where you get a free watch and tablet with it too. So he wants me to go check on that. And then I gotta go to the grocery store, and that's about it. I've been in a flare, so I'm kind of trying to take it a little easy. I think I'm gonna do also a little bit in this little like groove underneath her bottom lip. And there we go. And I'm just gonna bring that down a little bit more. And then blend it in. There. I also do it behind the ears. I put a lot of extra coloring behind the ears because it's a darker spot. So you guys can see good. If there's ever any problems of being able to see or anything, just let me know and I'll make sure I fix that. There we go. And remember, as we're doing this, at times this baby is going to look funny. And you're going to think, why would we put purple on it? Well, when all the colors blend together, they make this beautiful, beautiful tone on these babies. So especially like her after we did the blue layer. But when we get down and start putting in some of the brown tones and stuff and the blushing, and that's what really brings them to life. And don't think, like right now I'm looking at this and thinking, oh, I really want that more dark under there, but we're going to be adding more to it. So you don't want to put too much on at a time, because you're just going to end up getting it too dark then. I'm also going to take the purple and just put it not all over the ear, but just in those inner spots and right here. I want to use this brush now to and what I do here is I just kind of pull that color where that part of the ear is right there. And I might put a little bit right there too, just from what's still left on the brush. A lot of it is just about mixing colors. As if you were to just take like a peach color or a brown color or whatever and just paint these babies, they would just look like regular dolls that you buy at the store. And you don't want that. You want them to have that look of life in them. So you want a lot of undertones. And you can see she's already starting to get... Here, let me turn off this light and see if you can see it better. She's already, whoops, starting to get, no, maybe I need to do the opposite here. Hold on. Turn that light on, turn this one off. There we go. I think that's better. So she's already, there we go, starting to get these beautiful, beautiful undertones. I'm trying to get light in here, but without shining it too much on it. So, okay. Let's bring back the light here. Okay. So now we're done with the head there. Oh, one more thing. Inside of the nose. Anytime I can put color inside of the nose to darken that, I'm going to do that. Because it doesn't really matter. It just needs to be dark in there. So there we go. Our little Serena. Okay. And we'll put her back in here. And I'll get out. Oops. Okay. Let me get one of Serena's hands here. I think it's one of Serena's hands. I don't know, because there's Serena and Luke arms in there. And this artist, usually they'll put the name on there, like this is Ashley's arm. And it says Ashley right there. But Serena and Luke don't have that. They just have the number on it. So I should write down their numbers in the book. That would be good. And then I would know right away which one it was. But their twins are the same age, so I'm not really too worried about it. Most of it just does the same thing anyway. Okay, on the arms, we're going to start with the fingers here. And I do inside the fingers. That's another spot you just want to try and get dark. And you can see inside your hand right here, there's more coloring. So I tend to put it right here too. And in between your fingers too, there's going to be more of that. Okay, now you can see on the inside of your wrist. So if there's any spots that are the deeper, actually their wrist, I just pretty much do all of them. And I don't go all the way around, I just do that wrist part. Although if it ends, I will. If it ends on the side. And no, actually I think I will go all the way around with these. Maybe not all the way around with that one. There we go. Everything is open to your own interpretation, so you need to have a vision for your baby and do what you think, where you want the colors. On the other side of the palm, I do at the creases in the fingers. And I also do that spot and this one. Just the really thick ones in there. And I might do like the one right here, just really lightly in the middle. And you're just barely brushing it along there to just get out the excess so you don't have a lot of paint pooled there. I usually bring this down right here, and then I'll take the what's left on my brush and just kind of use it to shadow right here where that's kind of creased. If you look at our own hand, it kind of is more of a purple color right there. And oh, I forgot to do the thumb. There we go. Okay. And then we need to do that crease a little bit right there. And I usually go over the inner arm, or the inner elbow. I usually do that twice. And this, I'll just barely put any on there. And there's always a crease under the arm right there. Don't forget to take some of your excess paint off your brush, because your brush can only hold so much paint. So if you don't take it off, then it's just going to sit there, and I forgot to use this. It's just going to make it look funny. You're going to have a bigger mark than what you want. It's not going to be as detailed. Doing the second inner arm spot. There we go. And the arm is done. Okay. I'll come in here and do the foot. I think the foot is probably my favorite part to paint. Riley, get off. Riley's trying to get up closer to the rats again. Alright, so again we're going to do between. I got too much paint in there, so I just picked it up so I can use it in here. And I always do these little creases that they have at the top of the foot. I forgot to put some in here, so I'll just go ahead and do that with this. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to go do the under part of the foot. And I do just like the fingers, I do all the little joints or the little creases. Just like your own creases right here, they're kind of a purple color. And then I also do just one or two or three of the little creases in the foot. Just the deeper creases. And here you can kind of, you don't have to stay right in the crease, you can just kind of go in between the creases too, because on the underside of your foot where your toes are, it is more colored in there. Oh. There we go. Now we'll do the thicker lines on the ankle. Not going to be too many on the ankle. especially on this. It's creamy. And I always do all the lines, or the deeper lines anyway. Well, I usually do all of them on the back of the ankle, because those tend to have that color. Oh, aren't we so lucky that even though we deserved the punishment for our sins, Jesus took it for us. I am so, so thankful for that. Especially now as we get closer to the rapture. I've been praying so much for my family and friends who aren't saved. Although I think all my friends are saved, but I have a few family members that aren't. So I've been praying for them a lot. So I hope you do that too. Okay. Now we go up to here. I'm probably going to put I'm probably going to do 3 layers, maybe, because this isn't very, that groove is really light right there. Normally it's darker, I mean not darker, deeper, because of course that's the crease when you bend your knee, but this one's not very deep. Okay. Little fat rolls. I have one, well, Holly that I made my mom for Christmas has the chunkiest legs. I had so much fun painting her fat rolls on her little chunky little legs. But when I get her clothes, I tend to have to get like 12 to 18 month clothes because her thighs are so big, it won't fit in the smaller sizes. She's one of those dolls that just kind of fits different. She can fit anywhere from 9-month clothes up to 18 month. Just depending on what they are. And when I bought the clothes for her, I got her this fleece lined suit that I love. Makes them all soft and cuddly. And boy, I had ordered the size I thought she was gonna fit, and nope. So I just kept it for another one. Probably, actually, I bet Sandy that I'm just getting done with, I bet she'll have those or be able to fit it, because she's got a lot smaller thighs. Alright, and there we have the leg done. Actually, I don't think I got this side. So let's do those two. Okay, there we go. And like I said, if it's not as dark as you want it, we're going to be adding to it, so. And we're also going to be using this color when we do the fingernails and toenails to make the moon under your nail. So we're going to kind of use it to make that shape on the nail. But we'll do that as we get closer to... we get through most of our things, because we might... if you're not careful and you get color on the nails, the nail part, then you're gonna have to go in with a toothpick and scrape it all off and get it down to the peach color, because you don't... even in the African Americans, their fingernails are going to be pink. They're not going to be the brown color. So you want, as we're painting, you want to try to avoid the nails as much as possible. The nails and the lips, and on African Americans, the bottom of the feet and the palm of the hand too. Because all those spaces you want to be a nice pink, not... you don't want it to have the blues in it and the purples in it and the... Well, I think the African American, I think I sometimes put a little bit of purple on the lips, because I think it looks pretty that way, but anyway, and more realistic on some of them. So, oh, here, let me show you this, and then we'll be done. I'm gonna go run my errands. Oh, she doesn't have... I was gonna show you Quimby's stomach, but I'll get out a different tummy so I can show you. If you're doing the tummy ones, if you have a stomach covering, all these little rolls in here, you're gonna get that purple color in there. So you can see this one actually already has them all. This one's obviously not done because it's so red. It hasn't gotten its yeah, I did the veining on it already. I think it just hasn't gotten its caramel color. So that will kind of tone down some of the red on this. And also, if you have a spot that as you're painting gets more like blue or more red like this, and you don't notice it right away to wipe it off, but you notice it like the next day or something, and if you wipe it off, you're going to wipe off all or if you use a toothpick to scratch it off, you're going to make all the paint go away. You want to you can either get yourself one of these, it's a pocket color wheel, or you can print them out online. And what you do is, if it's too red, you go across and the opposite is green. So if you want to tone down the red, you're going to take some green and you're going to put it in that spot. If you want to tone down orange, it's going to go to blue. And then yellow is going to be violet. And it goes either way. If there's too much violet, then you need to add some yellow. So these are very handy to have around. I've never used the other stuff on here, the shading and stuff. I just use it for that. So if you print out a color wheel, it'll be just fine. You just need to know what the opposites are. And then it has the range too, so if it's not a red, but if it's more like an orange or more like a red orange, then you can see, oh, I need to use blue or I need to use green blue if it's a red orange. So, or more of a lime green, you need to use more of a red violet. So anyway, just to help you out there, artists use those a lot, especially reborn artists. Riley, get down. Okay, so that is all for now, and I will talk to you guys again on the next video. God bless. Bye bye.